Good evening. Hello, it's me, Angie. Much love to you from me tonight. I need all y'all to put a little prayer into action for us tonight. We've got our spiritual sister, Miss, I call her Lizzie B. um, and she is in Florida right now, battening down the hatches, packing up just in case they're experiencing hopefully not a hurricane, but possibly some flooding. So don't worry so much. If you could just put those extra prayers out there, that will be wonderful. Thank you so much for doing that, for your time doing that. As I was preparing tonight, as if you already looked at the community page where I posted today's notes, I was planning to use my mermaid deck, of course, because it is moon in Cancer still, and I like to use the water deck. So I was shuffling, but I do want to have a look at the pre-shuffle, because as I was preparing and entering all the information for the live, the first song that came on with Alexa was Barracuda. So that reminds me of my Guardians of the Night deck. That is the Knight of Swords energy, and it will not get out of my head now. Dun 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 dun, like just powering through. Okay, so I just want to see the surface energy here. So we do have the Hermit. Yesterday I talked about the energy of the octopus here, just being able to fit itself into many situations, take many forms, how intelligent they are, and just being able to prosper and thrive. There's some learning here, also some solid earth energy of Knight of Pentacles. The Five of Wands is here. That would be the fixed energy of Leo. This is acting as a team. I just got chills. So again, us all acting as a team. Let's send out some prayers and just that Miss Liz is good to go, and it will pass, and everybody and her friends, family, and loved ones are all safe and protected here, perhaps by the king of all kings, Mr. Emperor. So let's just breathe, everybody. Let's just breathe. So I am going to use this Guardians of the Night Tarot. Fives and tens were all over the place like crazy for me today. And I wanted to, on this day of the lovers, with that energy of the sister energy of the devil energy, that fear, we want to tack on to that energy of love, that energy of fate, and that energy of strength. And when I was asking for y'all for the collective, what was the advice for the collective regarding working through your fears? And we have Isis herself. And if you can see, this is one of those art depictions that if you look one way, you see one image. And I'm wondering what you see first here, because there is Isis, which many of us will see first. It looks like Liz Taylor to me. And then if you look a little bit deeper, you see the sun god of Ra. So there are many depictions of the relationship between the two. There is one that Isis is the granddaughter of the sun god Ra. She is the goddess of healing. Okay. And of course, the sun is the fierce test, right? The strength. How strong are we to get through this test, so that there is the healing involved there. And the card is called Initiation, Spiritual Testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. And this is in the environmental energy of triumph of the goddess. So whatever the situation is, it will be healed. There will be triumph around this. But I do want to read you a little bit about the initiation card, because I found it pretty profound since today is the energy of the lovers. And please do forgive my appearance tonight. I've been running around like crazy today, and I did not want to go a night without speaking to y'all. So, when we are being spiritually tested, spiritually initiated into the mysteries of light, love, and power, there are moments of deep challenge. The key is to find the light within the challenge, the learning, growth, or wisdom that can be summoned to turn the challenge into an opportunity for healing. Whilst the scorching heat of Ra seeks to burn through any resistance, the Lady Isis, with compassion and cleverness, will protect you from burning and instead enable you to be nourished and grow from the light of Ra. Let Isis help you pass the test of intense growth as you thrive with new life. Now, I feel like my readings tend to be a day ahead of what's coming up. And we did see the Empress and the Emperor with that lovers energy yesterday. And today is the energy of the lovers with that devil energy opposing of the fear, which can kill the love, right? Hi there. Hi. Thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate you guys. So, on top of that, we do have the path of freedom today. And if you can please make a note to remind me, I would like to look up angel number 978. I tend to forget doing that, but I feel like I want to do that today. And we had those double 33s yesterday with our journey to wholeness. Give her privacy there. And then again, on the bottom of our deck that I was going to use after lots and lots of shuffling, there is that octopus energy of the hermit that we talked about yesterday. So that's pretty crazy. So we are going to go ahead, and I just wanted to note a couple other things. So I do feel like if you're here, that means you're ready to learn more. We're ready to elevate and figure out how to do this thing called spirituality, right? Like, what does this all mean? What the oomph is happening? What's going on here? And that, again, like we talked about last night, it's not a na boo boo thing. It's just a different level. Okay. It's just the difference between someone being in college and a person being in high school. It's no different. It's not better or worse. It just is. It's just where we are. Right. And you guys are there. We're moving our way up into this, master's program. So we're all doing it together. I'm learning right here with you guys. So what this says here, and tell me that does not look like Liz Taylor. In addition, if on her eye, you can see that is literally what the pineal gland looks like right in the center, all those ancient drawings. Okay, so for advanced aspirants on the path, that be you all, initiation will occur at various stages. Sometimes your life will feel like an initiation. At other times, specific areas will be flowing easily, whilst others are deeply challenging. This oracle comes as confirmation that you are not needlessly suffering. We talked about that last night too. If you can find the light within the struggles, tests, or challenges that face you now, you will experience breakthrough healing. It is the almost unbearable solar fire of Ra that can cleanse the soul of wounds, and the love, compassion, and intelligence of Isis that can temper the heat of Ra and stop it from burning and drying you out, or else you would be left with nothing but emptiness, anger, bitterness, and despair in your heart. And I feel like a lot of us found channels. We found MJ, we found Pathfinders, we found each other through Pathfinders, our wonderful sisterhood on the spiritual view. And we're each working on our own channels and our just bringing our own unique gifts. And it's just such a blessing. It really is. It's not easy, but you find your way onto this somehow, some way, and you're here for a reason. So I do want you to hear that. And I do want you to hear you're appreciated. These are not meant to be the outcomes of life's challenges, okay? Meaning the emptiness, the anger, the bitterness, right? We're relating because we've been through that, like we talked about yesterday. Even if they're old, even if they're deep and they're just coming up now to be healed, right? They're not meant to be the outcome portion. Rather than losing love and hope through the challenges of life, the initiate understands all aspects of life are growth opportunities in various stages of disguise, waiting to be discovered. As an initiate, this oracle urges you to honor life as a gift and treat any challenge or pressure as a way for you to grow into a brighter and purer light, capable of great spiritual service on this planet. That spiritual service includes growing an ability to be able to love freely and beyond limits, to love with courage and faith. In fact, initiation for you now, dear one, is an opening to new levels of power and peace, self-possession, and love. There are such sweet fruits waiting for you at the top of the tree you are currently climbing. That's the truth. It may seem as though you are in a barren land at times with little hope, nourishment, or encouragement, yet your spiritual oasis is not far away. The Lady Isis and the power of Ra together are helping you grow. Stay focused on the Lady and her love for you, and you shall pass through the desert of initiation unharmed and deeply transformed. So not only was this the answer I got when I asked advice for my collective, that'd be y'all, for working through the fears of the sister energy of the devil to the lovers. And who do we have here but the sun, and then the healing, which would be water energy, that balance. And it's on page 80. Balancing out, we are having spiritual help. We've been getting so much energy, so much high priestess energy. This is why like, we're all working together, and the more we can work together, the stronger that energy gets, right? The more we align our heart and our mind, that's even more souls being able to step into the chariot and drive without any reins, because we just trust, right? Not only that, the environmental energy, I mean, look at her. She looks like a bad mama jamma, right? Talk about, ooh, barracuda. Triumph of the goddess. So I just want to, I'm only going to read a little bit of that part because this is the environmental energy, and I want to see where this may or may not come out in the cards. Like I said, I always feel like I'm a day or two ahead of the energy. So we will see here maybe what we can expect tomorrow. Okay, the thing that I got one little itch bay complaint here about this. They alphabetize things starting with the. No. That's not how we alphabetize. Okay. Triumph of the goddess. Beloved initiate, there are times to surrender and let go, but there are times never to give up. Ooh, Barracuda, that song. Oh my gosh. Okay. Persist with your bold faith and inspired action until the impossible happens. Isis has the spirit of triumph and will never fail in her quest, no matter how bold or how impossible it seems. We must just believe. Okay. We talked about how we can change our energy last night as well. And boy, is that beautiful. If you caught me right at the beginning there, I was planning, and that was on my community page, I was planning on using the mermaid deck again because the moon is still in Cancer. But when I was preparing, Barracuda came on, the very first freaking song, and I was like, Knight of Swords, information, fast, going against the grain, let's go. Ace of Swords of Truth on the bottom of the deck. Three of Cups, celebration. These guys are very, very clever raccoons. It's funny because I was watching some YouTube clips like at 6 a.m. to kind of rouse myself to wake. Like little baby, I love like the rescue raccoons where people find them. And if the shelters or if the rescue places are full, then they just take it on. And then there were like these roly-poly big fat little raccoons that turned into these just lovers. And that, I mean, I was literally watching that this morning. So Three of Cups, celebration there, overcoming. I have a good feeling there, then like celebrating the passing of that storm. So again, thank you for sending your loving energy to Miss Liz. She said she was going to stay up and listen to the weather reports. I'm like, no, goddess needs her rest. On the splits here, speaking of goddess much, lower octave Empress there, Nine of Cups, Three of Wands, already having the expectation of the outcome. Okay, they're already building that nest where they're going. So I had a couple dreams, guys, as well. I had a dream about a girlfriend I haven't seen in a long time. Actually, the last time I saw her was at a high school girlfriend's funeral. She was wearing this hot pink dress, and I had to text it to myself. Thank goodness I did, because I know I would have forgotten. It was 4 a.m. 4:33, actually. There's that 33. I said, I'm trapped. I saw Jenny in a hot pink dress, and she said that grandma keeps asking about me and said why she thinks she was mistaking me for somebody else. And then I got into my car, which was already started, and instead I was in the back seat. So I entered the front seat of the car, but then I was in the back seat, but the car was moving. It was moving forward anyway. And it started inching forward. Then when I looked, Jenny said, you better get that door. And then when I looked ahead, a garage door was coming down really quick. So it was like, you got to get through something before the door closes down, maybe before the portal closes. That could be Ace of Wands energy. Take that opportunity when you get it. Hi guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, telling me all about my weird dreams. On Sunday, when I got the November Rain song, I dreamt I was working out, and that I went home and I was working on a friend, and I slept. I finally figured out that I had slept an entire weekend at the wrong house that looked set up just like mine. So I'm not sure where this is coming from. I couldn't put on the brakes to stop the door, just to get under to stop the car. And then I was like, that was my grandma. When I was 5, please bear with me as I share my little story. When I was 5, I actually got in a freaking car, a VW, took my doll, and we were going to go for a drive. Well, it was on a hill, and that car was going. I literally was in the driver's seat as a 5-year-old, and somehow, some way, some miracle, I crossed a main street in my neighborhood and ended up across the main street, staying in that alley until the car rolled to a stop. So I didn't even figure that out till just before I was going to do this reading. I was like, I got to remember my dream. And I was like, that was totally my grandma because it was her car. Like, yeah, I just pulled the little lever down. It was on a hill and off I went with my dolly. We were going for a drive. It's a miracle I'm here. So I think that was my grandma saying hi. And actually, hello, isn't that our message from Isis? Like, just, you got to have the faith, right? Have, like, I was protected. You are protected on your journey. We're here for a reason. And we go through these trials, Three of Pentacles, because they build the foundation of who we are. We got to start somewhere, right? And even if we feel like we're just figuring out this whole spiritual journey thing, it's a start. Look where it leads. You are protected. 10 of Cups. We talked about that last night. Not only is this a big deck, it's got BDE energy all over it. I mean, I can palm a women's basketball. I got my hands aren't dainty, but these are big ass cards. Okay. Hi guys. What wanted to come out here? Knight of Wands in reverse. Don't go jumping in that chariot and take the parking brake off, because you're going to roll. Like, you're going to roll across the street, whether you got to plan, you got to have some kind of a strategy. You got to have that foundation of the Three of Pentacles. We got to have a plan, right? And then the second dream, so I didn't even think of that. They're both involving cars, movement, journey. And I was in the back seat, and I couldn't get the brakes, right? Because obviously you're in the back seat. The car was just moving. But then that crotch door was coming down, and she said, you better hurry. Knight of Wands crossed by 9 of Pentacles. That is your own financial wealth, independence, asleep at the wheel, maybe, because I was dreaming. That is a bear in his cave, and that is getting ready to awaken here. He's already got all his food stored up for the winter. We are approaching winter. And then look at the fish as his pentacles here. He's all stored up, get ready to go. I think this feels like a buckle up. Is that a little too on the nose? Buckle up, buttercups. There's Ra, the sun energy. Buckle up. Three of Pentacles again. The Hermit energy again. It was at the bottom of the deck. That was our octopus energy. I'm going to get him out because that was crazy. We were talking about that last night with this journey to wholeness, octopus energy that I read about last night. Okay, I just want to see what's going on here. Hermit's out again. This is that self-examination. What a tangled web we weave here. This again is like that hibernation where we're creating. We are looking at all the work we've done. One of my questions that I posed for you for journaling is, what are you trying to triumph through? What is your inner high priestess trying to get through to you? What messages are trying to come through? They might be trying to come to you in your dreams. Okay. This is that self-reflection. We are getting help. We are getting spiritual help here to try to give us some clues and know that you are protected. I mean, that wasn't even the only time I almost was not here as like a little baby kid. I mean, the neighbors were watching me while my mom went and stirred the mac and cheese. And they said, oh, we got her. It's fine. Go, don't let your dinner burn. And she came back out and said, where's Angela? I know, Angela. And they said, oh, I don't know. We thought she walked back in the house with you. And she was like, freaking idiot. She can't even reach the doorknob. And here comes this man down the street with me in his arms. I think she said I was like 3, saying I was walking across. This was the same street, you guys. It was Vine Street. And there's a Vine Street everywhere in the world. So clearly, this is a message of protection. Like, it's going to be okay. Yeah, it might be dangerous, and we can't let the fear, though, right? You can't let fear. Just know that you are protected here. Okay, well, let's get these in a position. I just wanted to see if we could get the star energy there. There's the elk. There is our protection. The elk is representative for me and my grandfather. And then there's a cardinal sitting on little cardinal sitting right there on his antlers. And that is my grandmother. As well as the poppies, Wizard of Oz. Whatever, you don't have to be on drugs. You don't have to be in a field of poppies to have. And again, the dreaming energy. When you wish upon a star, I just heard. Queen of Wands is the master manifester. Be loyal to what it is that you want to create. You have help here with your manifestation, guys. This is spirit as well, offering this help. That's a crow. Wow. And I drew, if you've already looked, and go ahead and laugh at you want, because I surely cracked my ass up. I was trying to draw Bugs Bunny. Normally, I'm not that bad at sketching, but it looks like a pig, and it's hilarious. And I wrote, bah, ha, ha. This was supposed to be Big Bugs Bunny. And as I was writing that, because I was hearing in my mind, like seeing that Bugs Bunny cartoon, and I can't remember, please help me in the comments, where the voice went, "Don't you believe it?" Am I crazy? Am I remembering that wrong? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I'm totally channeling, getting hives now. Don't you believe it? So it was supposed to be Bugs Bunny, but it looks like a pig. And then it was like a dark cave image. Even if we can't see the light, even though I shouldn't be here multiple times as just even a little baby, like, you are protected. Okay. This is what's coming through here. You've got to go forward with this creation, guys. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. And here's a big ass bunny. I went all the way around just to get to the bunny. The high priestess. If that high priestess energy has not quit, my question, I was just asking, what is your inner high priestess trying to get through to you? Their messages are trying to come through. That's the truth. Sword of truth, victory. There's that sonar of the bat, the high priestess energy again, even though this is the ace of swords. The truth is trying to come through to you about your fears. That's a jackalope. It doesn't even exist. It doesn't exist. Our elders are protecting us. We just talked about last night. You've got to harness that. There's a lasso around the dream. We've got to keep it going. We don't just hope in one hand and you know what in the other and wonder which one fills up first. We've got protection. We've got help. So whatever dream that you have been dreaming or wanting to bring into light, I feel like this is telling us that there's a portal of energy. We already know enough. We're already prepared enough, even if we're in the cave, the Bugs Bunny cave. It's okay. We're prepared enough. We don't have to see the entire staircase to take the first step, as the quote goes. This devil doesn't exist. That's in our own minds. There's no such freaking thing as a jackalope. That is our fear. And that is our mind chatter. Okay. And I also asked loving or learning the 5. My total today at the post office was $5.15. And so what are we learning from the 15 of fear, the Hierophant and the 15 of the devil? In lieu of hiding from it in a cave, okay, and pushing ourselves away, I want us to remember the times you were successful. Remember a time, please share it with everyone else, because that's going to pump us all up. That's going to be putting energy into the collective. What was it? Everybody has something. What seemed really, really freaking scary until you actually did it? What seemed really scary, even though you did not know what those steps looked like, and you took a first step and you did it? This is what's on upon us now. Okay. Very, very strong energy of creativity, creation with that. Again, the High Priestess, whatever your intuition is telling you to go forward to, because it leads to Ra. Whatever has scorched you, you've learned the hard lessons. And Isis is here on our advice card. See how they're combined in their energy? That is the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy, if I've ever seen it, on a day of the lovers. We cannot, it doesn't matter if Bugs Bunny looks like Porky Pig instead. Even if it's confusing, even if we can't see the staircase, don't you believe it? What damn Bugs Bunny episode was that? Create it anyway. Stay tethered to your wish, to your dream, even if it seems like an illusion. Okay, we did have the opposition of Mercury with Neptune. And I said, what disillusion is holding you back? So there's some good journal prompts, I hope, there tonight. And I hope we can jump in our chariot energy, the 25. Today's the 25th. That's a 7 of the chariot. And here I am 2 days, 2 dreams in a row about cars that are going regardless if I'm controlling them or not. The chariot's going, guys. We got to hop on, okay? We got to hop on, and we got to have faith, because it's taken us to our freedom. All right, let's get our reading out. Stop it. I would not believe this shiz if I didn't see it. The freaking chariot. What? That was crazy. And it all starts with love. This is like a love offer and a message of love. The Page of Cups, and there is a cardinal on the back of, what is that? It's not a beaver. What animal is that, you guys? Can you tell? It's not an otter. What is that? I like this deck because I, like I normally do with every deck that I have, I voraciously read the entire thing because I love the nuances. I love artists' different takes on the themes of the cards. So I like this because I didn't do that, and it's just intuitive. So I'm seeing the lotus. I'm seeing Japanese cherry blossoms. I'm seeing dark on the left, light on the right. That means we are waxing the crescent moon, waxing on, turning on the moon. So this is a timing of after this new moon eclipse. There are sand dollars, because the cups bring money. So the sand dollars are representative of this dream coming to fruition. This is just getting started. Again, with that cardinal. What is that? Do you guys know what that is? Okay, that's going to drive me nuts. Let me just look real quick. Page of Cups. What is that? It looks, because I was trying to draw a bunny and he looks like a pig. I'm like, he kind of looks like a little pig here. Let's see. If there is one word that ties together the energy of the Page of Cups and the capybara, what the French toast is a capybara? It is loving. So the word that ties together the energy of the Page of Cups. No wonder I didn't know what the heck that is. Anybody? Am I the only one that has never heard of a freaking capybara? What in the Mount St. Helens is that? The power you hold in your hands when you draw the Page of Cups card is one that will help you find the good in others. It will help you mend broken relationships and form romantic bonds. The Lover's energy. Releasing fear from whatever broken in the past, like we talked about last night. We can't let that fear dictate, I'm never going to trust anybody again, right? If you're dealing with a difficult situation or someone who is, let's say, challenging, to be polite, when the Page of Cups appears, you are best served by taking a softer, more gentle approach. Tap into your intuition, get a feel for the energy you're dealing with, and work to ease friction instead of irritating it. When you encounter the Page of Cups, expect inspiration to come from unexpected places as it relaxes our biases. Really, inspiration from unexpected places, like dreams much about cars and we get the freaking chariot. The person relaxes our biases and opens our heart. The person you discounted yesterday may turn around to be a valuable source of information that'll help us overcome an obstacle. Wow. Before I began this illustration, the Page of Cups, she researched friendly animals, and the capybara topped the list as the friendliest creature on the planet. Really? Thanks, capybara. That's right. We will take that. It's the favorite snack of the anaconda. Don't want none because he's got buns, hun. Is that why? No, Jonah. See, he's like a little squishy, like little pig looking, isn't he? I've never even heard of this animal. Wow. Okay, well, we get to learn something new today. They are also the largest rodent in the world and can weigh up to 150 pounds. What? These semi-aquatic social creatures possess a calmness that comes from being comfortable wherever they go. The world is their playground. Well, apparently, cars was my playground, and just wandering away down the street was my playground too. Zero fear. And Spirit had my back, or else I wouldn't be talking to you now. And I know what this is. This is a honey badger. Honey badger don't care. You don't give any F's. You got to go for it. So if you notice, it did fly out in reverse. That's the fear part. That's about caring too much. We got to release. We got to put the order into the restaurant and not keep going back to ask the chef if he's done with our food yet. And that's just going to piss him off, right? Nobody does that. Put your order in and set tight. Try not to think about it. Manifest. This is all about, last night was about manifesting properly. High priestess energy. The high priestess just knows, right? Okay. They are social creatures. They possess a calmness because they're comfortable wherever they go. The world is their playground. Other animals in the area perhaps take advantage of the good-natured capybara. They'll hop on its back for a free ride across rivers and streams. That's that cardinal hopping a ride in the form of my friend saying, your grandma is telling you better hurry up. That portal might be closing. Okay. Like we got to get to getting. Ace of Wands. It's a match, not a Zippo. Let's see. Because they live along the shoreline, dividing their time between the river and land, water and land, Pisces North Node and Virgo South Node coming up in January. Not Virgo. Yeah, Pisces Virgo. Let's see. They create the animal that is emotionally sensitive to others' needs while at the same time grounded and confident in its position. If you feel out of balance or disconnected from your soul center, I said what are lining head and heart to get in the chariot before the chariot even ever came out. If you're feeling disconnected, call on the capybara, as this loving energy will be your guide. Spirits carrying you across and help you find your way across flooded emotions. I also ask for your prayers because Florida, like they're expecting, hopefully not the hurricane, it'll pass right by, could have some flooding. Okay. And we are asking for energy to just keep it going on its own. I mean, that's kind of crazy, right? Okay. Just when we was minding our business, ready to get into our reading. Hey guys, hey, thank you so much again for coming in. There's that Ace of Wands I just talked about, and there's the spider webs again. If anybody wants to look up, those are white lilies of peace. This is how we create peace, that spark of creation. We had that last night. This new shake, shaking out of its skin. And another cardinal. Dang, more poppies. It's all coming back to this dream. It's time to leave this old way. It's time to leave this fear, guys. It's time to ish or get off the pot, like we said last night. Also, more Japanese cherry blossoms. Anybody wants to look that up and share it in the comments, I'm sure that'd be appreciated. I keep seeing these. And if you were here at the very beginning, when I said before I even got started and I was asking Alexa to play a song, or if you were here, put it in the comments, because that's exactly what I said. It's the Barracuda. And I said Knight of Swords. That's why I changed my deck, because of that song. So our reading's on the flip here. What? Okay. Six of Swords, going with the flow, allowing spirit to carry us forward. Do not fight the current. Just trust. That's y'all. Situation. Again, ish or get off the pot, making a decision. So it's like, I mean, look at this knucklehead down here. He's got bird sitting on his head. She knows his old ass ain't gonna go and get the food for the family. And if she sits home with him, that nobody's gonna eat. You got it. No matter what is holding you back, no matter who's supposed to be doing the role, okay, you got to go for this. Okay, no more pussyfooting around, guys. I see those deer in the background, and she's like, okay, well, if I know that if I just wait on you, then nobody's eating. So I'm going to go get dinner myself, whatever that means for you. This could have been somebody that just wasn't participating in a equal partnership, guys, no matter what that was. Friendship, business, familial, doesn't matter. Of course, love. Seven of Swords. So this is interesting. We've got the Black Panther here, and he's like the king of the jungle, right? Also because he's like at the top of the food chain. Seven of Swords, like, is the king of the jungle. It would be like lion energy, but the food chain isn't the panther, faster, sleeker. There's tigers in the background on a bed of this bright red. Why is the opportunity 7 of Swords? To see whether this is the best of the whole. Okay, so just like in the traditional cards of, you can see the light side of 7 of Swords as he's not normally a thief, but he's taking these swords from the army camp so that they can't use them to kill people, to harm people. So he's not normally a thief, but he thinks it's for the greater good of all if he gets the weapons out of the way. I'll be interested to see how this plays out when we get more cards on the table. It's like taking something into your own hands. You're just going with the flow. You're stop trying to force some situation because you're like, their old ass ain't, they're not doing anything. And if you don't go do it, it's not going to get done. So if this is the, someone thinks like, well, I earned my right to be king of the jungle. I earned my right. Well, so then what? I mean, still got mouths to feed, still got a business to run, still got a relationship to have. You got to be an equal partner. This is like decision time, especially with that Judgment card energy. Barracuda, fast moving. Ooh, Barracuda. I only remember that from when I was little. I don't even know what the lyrics mean. Anybody know? You had a similar dreams, Kaylee? Oh, Kaylee, on your Lola put a little, she put her own little mark on your package. So she went to save me from the evil postman that was delivering mail, and her nails went through. I'm like, good thing I use heavy packaging, but just know that was Lola's fault when you get your package. Recent past here, you shaking your tail feather, stepping into your own because you stopped fighting. You just went, you know what? They is who they is. I see that this disillusionment, I see for what it is, and I'm going to I can either sit here and bitch, or I can just go do it my damn self. Still want to look at that 7 of Swords. Heart of the reading, Ace of Cups. Can you guys hear the car alarm? Filling your own heart's cup. And look how this looks like an orange cat. I love orange tabby. They're hilarious. They're usually super lazy. They're just like such characters. They're usually super funny. There is a bird here sitting on one foot, like the balance is restored. And there is the bigger lotus. We saw that big asterisk Ace of Cups last night, and the sun energy that's repeating now. This is a certain type of bird. I forget what. It's not a magpie. There's so many damn animals in this deck. There's feathers, again, spirit energy. Sun, this happiness is at the heart of the reading. And look, right above her is a full-on sun. 2 of Wands, cardinal fire, Aries, leadership, taking charge. So we do have the moon in Cancer today, which is also a cardinal sign, and that is the energy of being bold and making the first move. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Page of Swords here, so some kind of this research, this illusion coming unglued, finding out this information. It can be an energy of like out of the mouths of babes. There's the crescent moon waxing again after this new moon solar eclipse. And this ferreting out some kind of information regarding this 7 of Swords. I mean, you think honey badger don't care? I mean, that puma or panther's gonna, I mean, they're the top of the food chain, right? They really don't care. There's some kind of truth of the heart. This could even just be of our own heart by kind of stopping and wishing in one hand and you know what, and in the other, and just going, that partnership is, it's not equal. And am I either going to stay around and have to still continue to go against the grain? But you're not. This is like an emotional decision. We saw that last night, as far as like we got to get our mind and our emotions, the divine feminine energy, the healing part of us around the idea first, and then our divine masculine takes action. Look, I mean, look at me, you guys. I am on fire. Literally, you see me read every day. This happens sometimes, usually in one-to-one personal readings. Only a couple times it's come out on a live reading. This feels like it's for a lot of, what is this spirited information? It's something your heart already knows is done. It's like you got your confidence back. This is, you're shaking your tail feather. You're like, you know what? I'm not fighting it anymore. I'm freaking exhausted. I want to go for my wish fulfillment. And the only one that's going to bring that to me is me. This is a situation in which it revolves around what makes you happy. What is your sun? Nobody's going to give it to us. We do have spirit there to help us and guide us along. That they're trying to say, come on, come over here, right? Six of Swords. There's an easier way. And by kind of letting go of our ideal of trying to get somebody to change, well, that never works. We have to change our own heart. And I feel like even, I don't think that's supposed to be a tabby cat, but it's a broken cup. It's been repaired, right? We're ready enough. We're ready enough. Keep getting that, ferreting out something regarding this Seven of Swords. We're going to have to pull a clarifier on that. What I say about somebody being an ass? It's lazy ass, not doing nothing. It's not a fair partnership. There you go. The truth behind the lies. I'm trying to figure out, though, this king of like the top of the food chain kind of thing. Maybe this person just like, again, king of the jungle, top of the food chain, opportunity. This could be your chance to, she's standing right on top of him, though. She is above him. It could be your opportunity to rise above our raisin, to rise above what has been patterned, right? No longer sitting in the stands, but playing the game according to what our own heart wants. And again, this is transformational. There's that butterfly. And this is balance. He's standing on one leg. Research, ferreting out the truth after the powerful eclipse. The new moon eclipse in Libra brings a new romantic cycle. Knight of Pentacles, slow as, you know what? That's the block. Does he look slow to you? This is the situation. Card number 2. Okay, let's keep going here. What does Spirit want you to know? Dun, 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 dun. Ace of Pentacles. This is real. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, but we can't be in the stands anymore. This is taking the bull by the horns, and you're no longer counting on anyone else to bring you your happiness, to bring you your meal, to bring you your fulfillment. This knowledge, this owl. Beautiful white flowers there. I'm not sure. Is that a gladiola? Not great. My grandma was awesome on every flower. There's lightning bugs, knowledge, and it's a tangible result here. This healing is the heart of the reading. And we see this crescent moon waxing again in the recent past, and it's bookending here with this Page of Swords. Whatever this information that was ferreted out, this is how, like, shaking our tail feather. It might be like some kind of a relief, even if it wasn't good news at the time. This is like feeling like, okay, now I understand that that was for me to triumph over, so that I could see that I can stand on my own 2 feet. And this is the tangible 3D reward trying to come to you. Spirit is trying to lead the way, guys. Another waxing crescent moon. And he's nosing towards, so time has not been on your side here, because we had some expectation of someone that just wasn't moving. So we had to decide just to go with the flow and move ourselves, whatever this is for you. The spiritual testing of Ra and the Lady Isis, the yin and the yang. Outcome energy, balance. What I just say, yin and yang. 6 of Pentacles. And this bull, taking the bull by the horns. Oh my God. Hilarious. The bull, right? The stubbornness of this dang donkey. Stubborn. Now is coming into balance. This bird here is delivering some kind of message of balance here. I got to look at that. 7 of Swords is going to drive me crazy. This is the Guardian of the Night Tarot. She has such a unique perspective on these cards, which is why I want to look. And don't you guys get bored like hearing the kind of the same rendition of the cards? It's the same general theme, but this is how we learn to expand our repertoire of how we can flesh out a bigger story, right? Okay, opportunity. The 7 of, this is independence, pride, strength, intuition, and survival. Okay, it could be taking the swords away from the camp for the better of the whole, because he feels it's the right thing to do, but it does require him to act out of character and be a thief. Let's see where we go here. The 7 of Swords suggests a situation may test your honor and integrity. If you are tempted to abandon the insights and wisdom of those around you, the result may be the perception that you're arrogant and self-serving. Be aware of your self-talk when you draw the 7 of Swords. Are we convinced that we're the only one with the skills or knowledge to handle a situation or bring about success? Although efforts may not be motivated by selfishness, in the end, we may not receive as many thank yous as expected. The energy of the 7 of Swords is that of solitude and independence and going it alone. Not always negative, this energy, when used appropriately, is beneficial. If you're working with a group of people who are disinterested and ineffectual, ain't doing crap. I'm glad I looked this up. Then you'll have the confidence to move forward without worrying about the feelings of the others who are slacking. Be aware that the 7 of Swords supports an atmosphere where accountability is easily hidden. If you or someone else manages all the details alone without oversight, there's a possibility of deception or cutting corners. So if you've been fighting this person, guys, and they're saying they're going to do something, but they're not, like, and you're just throwing up your hands and going, same equals same, same plus same equals same. Got to do what you got to do for the good of the whole, which is the good of you, the team. whatever's happening here. Found in the Americas, the black panther, like other jaguars, lives in a solitary life on the top of the food chain. Okay. The only threat to these beautiful and powerful creatures are humans. Call on the panther's energy when you need to fill the role of a leader that commands respect, as it will help you maintain your integrity and honesty. If you need to confront a difficult situation that leaves you frightened of the consequences, devil energy. The fearless panther will be your guide over this obstacle, as it'll show you the path toward honor and dignity. When you confront your fears, that's our opportunity. Traveling into the darkness within the cave, stick with me. Uncovering the part of ourselves that is all too comfortable with staying hidden. Don't you believe it? No more hiding, guys. It's not comfortable in there. It's not. That is the lie. Time to come out of the cave. Let's see. By uncovering this part of ourselves, we'll unleash an awakening, and our lives will change for the better. Uncovering, ferreting out. They're just not stepping up. Are we gonna bitch and complain, or are we just gonna get to getting? I feel like whoever this message is for, you've already decided this, because the whole heart of the reading is literally the heart's cup, and I'm getting a big old ear squeezy there. What am I missing here on the Ace of Cups? Just want to see what that bird is, balancing on one foot. He is a black-crowned night heron. Oh, I can remember that. Calm, divine energy, divinity, Lady Isis, High Priestess. What is your inner High Priestess trying to get through to you? The messages are trying to come, guys. Physically come to you. And if that's by way of dreams, so that balance here is necessary, 616. That's a 13. That is transformation that we see here in the heart of the reading in this butterfly, the sun, complete happiness by taking off on your own here. Again, if this is for you, this is like, I can't do anything about that person that's not acting as a partner. You're not going to be able to fight that. Only they can fight their own demons. We got to focus on fighting ours, right? So he is a black-crowned night heron. Okay. They want us to see the world from a place of loving, divine energy. Lady Isis is the goddess of healing, of whatever has burned you, whatever rays of sunshine challenge you with. Bish has got to eat. It's the spiritual testing of Ra and Isis. When we open our heart and experience each moment without prejudice, new opportunities appear. Get out into nature, appreciate beauty surrounding you, not as a spectator, but as a participant, as a contributor to its grace. When we lean into the Ace of Cups energy, our intuition is heightened. Of course it is. And our higher self connection is formed. We see in the Mermaid deck, the the Queen of Cups filling up her own heart's cup, wearing the crown of pearls, the knowledge and wisdom, right? Then we attract someone like we saw in last night's energy of equal energetic vibration. Let go of overanalyzing a situation. Okay, we're spot on there. And let emotion be your guide. Six of Cups, go with the current. Excuse me, Six of Swords. That turtle is going with the flow. That is spirit. That is Jesus taking the wheel. When you hold the Ace of Cups in your hands, you'll feel the loving energy of the universe. Look for areas where you can connect with someone new who will positively influence your life. If this is love for you, Ace of Pentacles right underneath the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles in a love reading, that is physical, tangible. Yes, it's coming. It's coming. And maybe lower octave Empress energy here. This is wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups, Ace of Cups, it's 10 of Cups. When we fill our own cup, we get that 10th cup. This relationship may or may not be romantic, but it will feel secure and karmic. Lover's energy today, it is on page 78. That's a 15. On the other side of fear is the Lovers. Can't make it up. If you're feeling detached or hurt by someone, Barracuda, look for ways to get in spiritual itchies. Open the channels for forgiveness, as that will help you connect to your inner God and Goddess. Sun God Ra is our advice, balanced with the healing energy of Lady Goddess Isis of healing. The black-crowned night heron brings stillness, of moving through nature with grace and ease. These are social birds who spend their days roosting in large communities. That's y'all. They spend their high nights up in the trees in North America's wetlands hunting for food. This is a creature at peace with its surroundings and can move between socializing and solitude without friction or discomfort. Lean into the heron's energy when you need patience with yourself or others, as this bird will help you go with the flow. You're already doing it. This is your energy, guys. You're letting Jesus take the wheel, as the song goes. Wow. Let's see what's here. Just check out that Knight of Swords. Ooh, Barracuda. So this is the opposite energy, because this is, no, it certainly is not. It is crescent moon waxing 1, 2, 3 times, 4 times. Turning the dial on after the new moon eclipse, a new romantic cycle begins. Much coming into fruition because you decided to get wish fulfillment for your damn self by surrendering. We're on the surrender part of the coaster. And you're like, this, it ain't going to feed itself. The house isn't going to fix itself. This team isn't going to build itself. By doing this, guys, brings you the actual tangible result. Okay, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords moving into that Knight. This is like unferreting out, again, the truth, the research. And remember, Knight of Swords, let's see what's with it, because the energy that it comes out with will determine we got shadow or light here. Oh, yeah, 5 of Wands, shadow. So the Knight of Swords in shadow is an emotional lunatic. So if that is what is in your midst here, the opportunity is to ferret that out and just accept that's just them. Am I going to hang around here and be mad at it? Ace of Swords, no. Because it is what it is. Bats are the high priestess energy to victory. Okay, gonna have victory over this. You got justice here coming on top of that. Another bat. Again, all about your intuition. Balance is coming after these tumultuous times. Whatever environment is going on here. 9 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 0 funsies. You got to fight against this. I mean, it's not gonna be easy, but 3 aces now. You can win. The truth always is going to win against an emotional lunatic, guys. King of Swords. You're winning. Against what? Emotional fragmentation. Coming out of the dark, out of confusion. Don't you believe it? I was trying to draw Bugs Bunny. It looks like a flippin' terrible pig on my drawing. You gotta laugh. I mean, it just is what it is. Okay? It doesn't need to leave you confused, because if someone wants to be an asshat and cause jealousy, strife, and competition and stab you in the back with their words, you see right through it. And it's for the obstacle is so that you can see that you can win. I wrote down, when did you do something that seemed scary until you did it? And you're like, holy shit, I did that. That's what this is. Let me get some advice cards from Spirit, and I'm going to hook y'all up here. What is this? What is this initiation here, Spirit? Give me some more if we can here from the Sacred Rebels. Feels like you're just seeing that you're seeing it is what it is. What do we have missing here? We got Pentacles, Cups, and Swords. Then we still need the Ace of Pentacles, Cups, Swords, and Wands. We saw the Wands in the pre-shuffle. The inspired action, the spark. So the Wands, again, remember, it is a, if it hasn't shown up yet, it's a match, not a Zippo. So we've got to jump on that, because it's going to be coming here. The garage door, she said, you better hurry. It's coming up here. You need to be decided. It's listening for truth. Near future, ferreting it out. Right after this new moon solar eclipse. There's the lemniscate, not the lemniscate, the nautilus energy. There are 2 eggs. We talked about that on Monday. The egg was cracking open. The strength energy of the Liz Houston deck, where she stopped resisting the boa constrictor, even though she didn't like it one bit. When she relaxed and went, this is the situation I'm in, so what am I going to do about it? I'm not fighting a boa constrictor. The more I struggle, the more that's going to grip. You're not fighting this. It's not worth your peace, guys. It's not worth your peace, whoever this message is for. The cogs are turning. The works is going. The machinery, the engine's going. It doesn't even actually take an engine. I threw that baby at 5 years old, put my dolly in the car, and down the hill I went and lived to tell about it. Listening for truth. The number 2 frickin' High Priestess card, Inner Trust. Mother Mary comforts me. Two of Wands situation. We had the 20 of Judgment, which is the Isher get off the pot. This is coming. Okay. This is coming. Trust yourself. There's Grandma. Legacy of Light. Trust your intuition. It was a gift to you. It's a 7, angelic protection, guys. You're surrounded by it. All you need to do is have faith that you are protected. $1974, like a gorgeous, huge black man bringing home a 2-year-old baby girl that the neighbor said they'd watch. Hunk of man, thank you, whoever you are. I wouldn't be here wandering across the street. You're protected, guys. And that is from my grandma to y'all. All right. Let's get some individual cards. I'm going to pull my Work Your Light Oracle for you all. Miss Josie, you're here first. I'm going to have to put on my farsies oasies. And what is, I slept in the wrong house the entire, look at me. Can you guys see that? Big time channeling happening, going on right here, right now. Miss Josie, the ever unfolding rose, the egg cracked open on the Monday spiritual view. Cracked open, and it's happening for you, not to you. Look at that pink rose. Our Japanese cherry blossoms, our lotus, Japanese cherry blossoms there on the bottom, these pink flowers. Also with our Bugs Bunny in the cave. Okay. Break. We've talked about this. Out of the cave, you guys. Look at they're posted on the community page. It was supposed to be Bugs Bunny, but it turned into a pig. And it's like, okay, so it was supposed to be one thing, but it weren't. It just wasn't. Does that mean it's bad? Somebody promised to be a partner and they just weren't. It is what it is. What are you going to do? Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. These guys, even though I'm pulling these and calling your names, this is for everybody. We're all in the fishbowl of this energy together, birthing a new age together. So we talked about the opening of the show. I got a new attitude. That's not Donna Summer. Oh, 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 oh. I got a new attitude. Okay. Don't know where that came from. Miss Jana, Inner Temple, Devotion. Tune in to, I just said, these are for all of us. Tune into the portal of your heart. Ace of Cups at the center of the flippin' reading. Can't make it up. Man, guys, whew, the force is strong. Look at those eggs in the nest. It's coming. It's in the works. This is already going. And it's initiated by your healing. You're already there just by knowing what your wish fulfillment is. It is coming. Ferreting out the truth of our wish fulfillment. If we don't know what that is, we can't manifest it. He's standing his paw right on top of that sword of truth, even in amongst poppies, amongst illusion, all the mountains behind him, obstacles. And if I can still be happy, if I can still survive childhood things where I should have been smashed dead, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. All right, let's go. Miss Kaylee. Miss Kaylee, card for Miss Kaylee in our collective reading here today. If you are here, no matter when you hear the message, of course, if you're there for a reason. If you are here tonight with me, you heard it here first. This is coming for you. Not to you, physically for you. love Ace of Pentacles. And if we're looking at it, leaving, should I stay? Should I go? I hope you know the answer now. Our balance, Ra and Isis, align your life. What needs aligned or what needs to change? / grow is our new word. Didn't you get Lemuria before? So this isn't even the Lemuria deck. Creating heaven on earth. It's happening. We're co-creating, guys. The eggs. This is freaking beautiful. Wow, guys. Peggy. Miss Peggy. Only one that flipped. Trust the niggle. And I'm drawn right to this violet flame card here we pulled Monday. That was when the moon was first waning. We're past that point. This is beyond the mind, was the crossing energy. And it's also a 20 card. The high priestess spirit is guiding you through this. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Let's see what else we got. Oh, hello, Chillin' Charlie. Love it. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome into our cool AF tribe, if you haven't been able to tell. I'm normally a little bit cuter than this. I've been running like crazy all day, and I swear I don't break out in hives. It's not normally, not normally. I mean, you never know what to expect, right? This is a strong message tonight. I don't think I've seen this card before. Imrama. Charlie, where are you being called to journey to? She's standing into her knees in water. Ace of Cups in the middle of the reading. Thank you for being here. I didn't even get to ask who we have next. Miss Jana. This is for all of us. Play, play. Go celebrate yourself. This always reminds me of Vegas. Have you ever seen that act where they dive in the big cups of water? Have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. We saw that 3 of Cups on the pre-shuffle. Let me get a card for Jana, please. Your absolute divine protection. You are right. Okay, so see, now I already forgot the name of that weird beaver pig thing. What was he? Miss Jana. Let's get a card for Miss Jana. I can't believe my silly notes. You just never know. And I also wrote freedom from the fear of what you, quote, don't know. And then I wrote, and if you don't know, now you know. I couldn't remember what song that was. And if you don't know, now you know. What was that? Miss Jana. And if you don't know, now you know. Yeah, because she's standing over him here, right? She's like, I already know he's not helping. You already know this. This person is not helping you. Jana, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, do you now? What would you do if you knew there was no chance you could fail? If you knew that a hunk of burning love was going to scoop your ass up across the street and protect you and take you home to your heart, whatever that is, it's metaphorical. I wish I knew who that was. Told you that story for a reason, guys. It all means something. The car dreams, the rolling the car down the alley when I was 5 with my baby doll. Gave my poor grandma a heart attack, but she knew I would eventually figure out that dream. Like you just gotta trust that that's gonna be okay. I was curious. Thank God Spirit had my back, right? All right, let's get a final card. I just want to make sure I didn't miss y'all. I love when you guys are chatting with each other. That warms my baby hearts that you all are such a cool collective and hang out with each other and help each other. We're doing this together. We're doing it and doing it and doing it well. Speaking of a hunka. Hello, LL Cool J. I got to see, when was that? It was a few years ago in concert. Looked exactly the same. Literally must have been swimming in that martini cup of, I don't know what, formaldehyde, because he was like, nothing. Like no age, no wrinkles, no nothing. And I was like, you were older when I was listening to you. Like, oh my God, he's a beautiful man. LL, if you're listening, hey, I'm allowed to dream. Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. This is for everybody because look, it's a freaking eclipse. And that's all I've been talking about. Doing this cord cutting at the eclipse energy brings out this waxing crescent. Listening for the truth. The eggs just ain't hatched yet, but it's in the works. Spirit's already got it lined up. We just have to get in the energy of what it is that we want to receive so we can accept it. Environmental energy, the age of light, age of Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Wow. High Priestess as much. You special. You gotta trust yourself. You got help here. You're protected divinely. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, I mean, who doesn't love LL Cool J? I mean, like you would. I mean, I don't know if I could be friends with someone that did not think he was amazingly beautiful. You're right. He was my angel, Peggy. Like, there is no dang reason. I mean, this is in like 1975. So for him to even do that and pick up a little bald white baby, you know, I can't even imagine. Like, thank God for him. He was my big hunka burning love angel. That is for damn sure. If you are out there and you picked up a little bald white baby with big blue eyes and that looked like an alien who was about 3, please let me know if that was you. Thank you regardless. Oh my gosh. Yep. Finding the truth behind lies for sure. Yep. I agree with you guys. I love it. I love this. I love this message. Vegas Repped in the house. Oh my gosh. Maybe we'll share those for another night. Some Vegas stories. But isn't what happens in Vegas supposed to stay in Vegas? Capybara. Thank you. It's an Australian thing. I've never even heard. I'm like, that's why I didn't even know what it was. Yeah, I would go see LL Cool J any day of the night. If y'all want to go, call me up. All right, guys. You do? I didn't know that, Miss Peg. I didn't know you lived in Vegas. How freaking fun. Oh my gosh. Like, that's hilarious too. The martini cup swimmers. But anywho, guys, I just wanted to go back through and just make sure I thank y'all. Thank you for being so much fun. Yeah, I know, legit good looking. Maybe grandma can bring me those dreams tonight. All right, guys, I promise to be back to my normal self tomorrow. I'll be on for Thriving Thursday on the spiritual view, and then I'll see you Friday night for happy hour at 6. Maybe we will bring some martinis and some wines, or I think last night, wasn't it, Rebecca was talking about Bacardi Limon, and I was like, oh my God, that was like the drink of the 90s with Diet Pepsi and Bacardi Limon. Do they even still have it? That's hilarious if they do. I might have to go get some of that. But thank you guys too. Love you so much. And I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out so long with me. Love you, mean it. Bye.